Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For people who are viewing my channel for the first time, please do subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the latest guidelines which the Indian government has revised for the passengers who are traveling from USA to India. So the first and foremost things we have to check is the documents required to travel. As soon as you book your tickets and get your COVID test done, what are the documents you need to look out is the self-declaration form. Next is the self-exemption form, COVID test results, and TN e-pass if it is a Tamil Nadu destination, and certain consent forms for the airlines. First, self-declaration forms. This form has been changed now. And about exemption form is required only in case of there is an emergency situation in India. If there is any death, only then you have to apply for self-exemption now. No more criterias like if you have a child, you can apply for kids below 2 years, self-exemption. All those things has been suspended right now. Only in case of death you can apply for self-exemption. That too only for Air India and United, the self-exemption you can apply for. First, let's see the self-declaration form in detail. The new rule is initially the COVID test result should be uploaded in the exemption form. Now they have changed it. So in self-declaration form itself, you have to upload the COVID test results. So as usual, you have to give all your flight information, the point of contact information, all the stuff in self-declaration form. You have to upload the COVID test results, and then again I'm telling you, it's like a PDF. You'll get it as soon as you upload it. It auto-generated. You don't have to wait for it. Immediately you get the acknowledgement, the PDF form. So you have to have minimum 3 copies of the self-declaration form. If you have 2 stopovers, then you need almost like 4 copies. One they will ask in the port of exit, like if you're traveling from Dallas to Chennai via Emirates via Dubai in Emirates, then you have to show one in Dallas, maybe another one in Dubai. They may collect another one while coming back out of Chennai airport. So upload the COVID test results, get the PDF form, so 3 copies of it. And COVID test results have to be done within 72 hours of the boarding time. Imagine you are traveling from traveling from Dallas to Chennai via Chicago and Delhi. Then the 72 hours has to be calculated from Chicago time. So Chicago to Delhi and Delhi to Chennai. So the 72 hours within Chicago time. So that you have to calculate. If you're traveling by Emirates and Qatar, they are calculating like 96 hours of landing time. So it has to be 96 hours of landing time only for Tamil Nadu destination. If you're traveling by Emirates to other cities of India, it's again 72 hours within the boarding time. It's quite a bit confusing, but if you keep updating, then you might be used with it. So for Chennai alone, they follow different rules. For other states, they follow different rules for Emirates and Qatar alone. Next is the TN e-pass, which many people are not aware. TN e-pass is a must for people who are traveling Tamil Nadu. They have to take almost like again 2 to 3 printouts of it. The QR code is the must. So for that, while applying TN e-pass, you have to give a vehicle number. Even if you don't give the vehicle number, it's fine. You can still print the copy of the pass. So this is the must. So these are the important documents which you need to carry while traveling. First is the self-declaration. Next is the COVID test result. Another one is the TN e-pass. So the government has revised this rule on February 22nd. So this came into effect from then. So this is what given in the website of the Air Suvidha. So all travelers should submit self-declaration form before the scheduled travel. So it is within 72 hours you have to submit this. Upload a negative RT-PCR. Again, it's a must that your report should have this word RT-PCR. They will not accept PCR. You might not get the acknowledgement if it's mentioned as PCR. Also submit a Also submit the declaration form. You have to submit this declaration form. To seek an exemption, you have to apply on the online portal at least 72 hours before boarding. If there is any death in the family, then you need to apply exemption. You have to upload the death certificate or any doctor's letter to get the exemption. So when you click on the exemption link, it will ask you to upload for the doctor's certificate or the medical record. So which then again, when you apply for an exemption, it is not auto generated. You just get an email with your exemption number, but the PDF format of what you have submitted will come in 1 to 2 hours. You have to wait for it. So whatever the decision that government makes will be the final. If you get the PDF, then you can board without the COVID test results. So these are the steps which has to be followed when you are boarding the flight. So boarding to be allowed only to the passengers who have the SDF, that's the self-declaration form, and then uploaded COVID RT-PCR test result. Any asymptomatic travelers will be allowed to board. They are doing again a thermal screening to check the temperature in certain airports. So all passengers are advised to download Aarogya Setu app. Suitable measures has been taken in the airports for you. So almost like even Dubai or Doha, wherever you go, the airports are pretty much COVID free. So it's safe, you can travel. So all the measures has been taken for that. So what you're going to do during travel? Again, during travel, they keep changing these guidelines or whatever. They announce what they are going to do. What if you are arriving Doha, what are the measures they are doing at the Doha airport? They will let you know. So be updated on that. Next on arrival, so again maintain your distance and then wear your mask. So all these things has to be, this is a general guidelines which you have to follow. So thermal screening will be done again after, in your destinations too. So this is another important change in the arrival is that the passengers who are coming from abroad, they have to do a molecular test again. So they will be made to wait in a designated area where the samples are collected, and then they were asked to exit the airport. So this was pretty much confusing in the first few weeks when the plan started, but now it is systemized. They have opened more counters to reduce the wait time. Each state or the airport follow different rules. So just check in the website how much they are charging for each airport. For example, Chennai is charging 1,200 rupees per person for the test. But Kerala, there is no fees. It's doing free of cost. Again, for Bangalore, it's 800 rupees for 4 hours wait test and 3,200 rupees for 30 minutes test. Again, in Hyderabad, the website mentioned as 1,000 rupees, but the people have mentioned it as 1,250 rupees for each passengers. So this is a self-paid. Make sure you carry enough cash in your hand, like Indian rupees in your hand, to avoid the wait time. They are not accepting international cards over there. So make sure you carry enough money so that you don't have to wait for a long time. Adequate arrangements to be provided to passengers at the airport for confirmatory molecular tests. So you don't have to wait for the results. Immediately they ask you to fill a form. So you have to fill the form and give the test sample, and you can leave the airport. By email, they will let you know what your results are. If you are, just in case if you are like a positive, then they may ask you to come back for the quarantine, institutional quarantine. So you can book these appointments online when you're booking tickets or when you're filling the self-declaration form, which is made like a digital mode of payment. But this is only for passengers who are traveling with the transit, like traveling via Dubai or Doha or via London or anywhere. only these people have to take this test, but people who are traveling via Air India or United, which doesn't have any stopovers, need not have to do this test. They land in Delhi, and from there they go to Chennai with another Air India flight. They don't have to do this test again. So once your report is emailed as negative, then it's your duty to self-monitor yourself of next 14 days. If your result is positive, then you have to follow the protocol. So international passengers who are arriving and going to stay for a short stay, like just 2 weeks, again they have to do like another test before boarding. So they have to intimate the airlines or authorities about the short stay. So these are the new guidelines which has been revised right now. The first and foremost thing is the COVID test results has to be uploaded in the self-declaration form itself. So you get an auto-generated PDF. So you have to take the copy of it. Each passengers has to have a different upload. So make sure you carry the self-declaration form and 2 to 3 copies of the COVID test results and 2 to 3 copies of the Tamil Nadu e-pass. So these are the main important things which you have to note it, and then you have to carry enough cash to get the molecular test. For imagine if you're sending the parents, make sure they don't need to wait for a long time. So make sure you just give him a proper cash so they don't wait in the destination. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please do email to us or comment below. We'll be happy to answer as soon as possible. So in case of one more important thing is, in case of emergency, you can apply for exemption with the death certificate or the letter from the doctor, and then you can leave in either in Air India or United immediately and get your test done at Delhi or Chennai or wherever your local destination is. So the results will be given in Delhi within 2 to 3 hours before your next connecting flight. So this is a quite good thing. Few friends traveled this week with applying exemption, immediate exemption. The government immediately replied, and they did acknowledge it, and they did travel immediately. But on the February 22nd, one passenger or one friend was not allowed to board with applying exemption because they didn't get the confirmation PDF immediately. I don't know, because they were not prepared for the system was not prepared or what. So that was a confusion in the first week of these rules, but now it's okay. We are getting the PDF immediately, so you can apply for exemption and travel.
Thank you for watching this video. So in our channel, we are providing more useful information for the people who are staying in US. We are also having some vlogs. We are also having travel tips. So basically, we are providing information on travel tips. So the flight information for all kind of airlines. And other valuable information. So please subscribe to our channel. Please share the link to your friends. Comment if you have any queries. We will address it. Thank you for watching.